You've been sort of, I mean, I don't want to say absent, but, you know, you haven't been on the forefront the way the mayor has. Do you regret that?
Well, I don't make a practice of comparing myself to the mayor. He's the mayor, I'm not. And he clearly has a role to play, not only in police accountability, but in the directions that he gives the police chief and how he wants the police department to conduct policing in our city.
I'm just curious, do you think that, you know, that electives are doing enough to sort of reassure the public that this is moving forward in an orderly manner and that justice is going to be served?
I think we are. I've called for this outside independent peer review of the police department's investigation, and I think they're going to do that. But you're right, the process is pretty detailed for these kind of cases. So it will take some time.
You said that the police needs to be very open and transparent during this process because of sort of they're investigating themselves and everybody has questions. Do you think that they have been so far?
I think they have. I know that the police chief and other commanders have been out in the community explaining their process, what they're doing, answering questions as best they can at this point. I'm not going to be critical of the process that they follow while it's ongoing, and there are concerns about the nature of use of force training at the state level.
Couldn't the police department address that by beefing up their own training?
Yes, and I think they have to a certain extent. Many of us at the council want them to do more in the area of de-escalation.
The guy didn't have a taser, obviously, and that's an issue that's come up.
He didn't. And the reason he didn't is the department made a judgment, and I think a good one, early on, several years ago, not to give tasers to every officer, but to give tasers only to select officers who then go through special training on the use of the tasers. And they based that on the experience of other cities that went ahead and gave tasers to everybody, and they had some problems with the implementation of taser use.
But do those cuts, in fact, you know, for example, the ability to beef up training and make it better, you know, or, you know, is having fewer police officers, you know, maybe under more stress, you know, adding to the problem potentially?
The challenge for us is what we do with the resources that are remaining and the value choices that we make and the directions, the policy directions that we give to the police department. And those are issues that we will engage in over the next 2 or 3 months, and I'm confident we'll come up with good solutions. Is it going to be perfect and exactly what we would like? Probably not, but I think we can address our crime issues and our policing issues and all of those things adequately.